Well, let's talk about yesterday's April Fools, and then we'll get into some Nintendo shutdown information and talk about some Xbox updates. That's right, we're back on the Game News Show. How's everybody doing? Welcome back. If you're watching live on Twitch, thanks for being here. Let's get right into our stories with April Fools recap, some of my favorite moments from April Fools. Starting off with Bandai Namco with the tarnished look up on this hashtag Elden Ring expansion, and then it's just Elden Ring expanding in a 15-second video. And I just appreciate this because it's quite literal and that's entertaining to me. So good job, Bandai. All right, now this one got me. We got Overwatch Cavalry, who covers a lot of Overwatch news, very accurate. Introducing Overwatch 2 X Valorant, featuring 5 new legendary skins, including Jet Kiriko, a limited time Spike Rush game mode, and cosmetics across both games. Defy the limits on April 31st. RIP. But this graphics, very convincing. They worked really hard on this. Like, this was a good one. It got a lot of people. I saw some peers in the space retweeting this with some levels of hype, and they did not check their source here. Check the date.gg down at the bottom. RIP them. But this one was good because it was very believable and unbelievable all at the same time. So good on Overwatch Cavalry for that one. We've got Sega had one that I adore because I thought the lock-on for the Sega Genesis Sonic and Knuckles game was amazing. I thought it was so cool as a kid. Like, what? You can just stick these games together? Well, now Sega announced as part of their April Fools, the next innovation in gaming, cartridge loadable content. Lock-on technology was just the beginning. Insert a second, third, fourth cartridge to load new features like never before. Visit your local Blockbuster on April 1st, 1991 to check it out. So this looks like a magazine ad for it. DLC? How about CLC? And they've got like Sonic and Big Head mode and other things. I think they mocked up some screenshots. Yes. Okay. So releasing with Big Head mode and Sonic the Hedge cartridges to enhance your Sonic the Hedgehog experience. Each cartridge sold separately. So this is like Sonic with a large cranium. Walmart Canada. I didn't see this response. We would absolutely sell this if it were real. That's so awesome. I just love this because the Tower of Power is one of my favorite like Sega memes. And then just the fact that like Sega went, hey, let's just take it a step further. What if the cartridges just had little bits of DLC on them? Wouldn't that be obnoxious? Like this chain like of cartridges would work together to get you like some kind of weird mods. But anyway, this is Sonic the Hedge is the second one. I thought it was just some shoes, but you play as a hedge. But anyway, I thought that was awesome, and good on Sega because that was a fun one. I like their meme status. All right, and this one kind of got me because I was like, wait, this can't be real. But a new kind of global competition is sleeping the nations. Pokemon hosts the first ever Pokemon Sleep Championship Tournament 2024. There's fierce competition this year. Who will rise to the top? Find out. And so I thought this one was just too good to pass up, but they have a whole video. This is just funny. Can I just point out how like legitimate this looks? Like if this were real, it did get me. Like this matches their tournament iconography so well. And so I saw this and it made me chuckle. We got 8 seconds left. But what if, right? What if? But anyway, those are my favorite April Fool's jokes. If I missed any that you think I should review, if you're watching on YouTube, send them in the comments. If you're watching live right now on Twitch, just put them in chat. We'll check them out after this. But yeah, let me know on YouTube if there's any other good April Fools that we missed. There were a few I didn't feature, mostly because I couldn't find them in time. But there were some other really good ones out there. They just didn't make it into today's lineup. But these were, I think, the four best. All right, let's get into some actual news. So reminder: 3DS and Wii U online play shuts down next week. This is Eurogamer sending us the reminder. Quick reminder: Nintendo 3DS and Wii U online services will be discontinued next Monday, April 8th. I think it has something to do with the eclipse. Maybe the servers can't handle the lack of sunlight or the moon existing. I don't know. But it's just a reminder that the digital future and online future is not fully fleshed out and still has a ways to go. And this is coming from someone who buys a lot of digital games on both Nintendo and other consoles and services. I am not thrilled that like my Wii U is being handicapped, right? Like, I mean, it already kind of was, but that's a different story. Just the fact that like Mario Kart 8 no longer functions online on the 8th of April because Nintendo says so. This is a little bit of a bummer. I've seen a lot of things about Splatoon 1. It's going to be part of the shutdown. You will not be able to play that game at all. You'll have to play Splatoon 2 or 3, and then eventually I assume Splatoon 2 won't even function, and so you'll only be left with 3 until the next thing comes out. But with like Splatoon 1, there are a couple of maps that have not been remade or brought over into 2 or 3 that you cannot play outside of playing Splatoon 1. And after this, Splatoon on Wii U will be limited to its 2-player local mode, which is just 1v1 and not great. That was actually my first experience with Splatoon, because I thought you'd be able to do like 2 people online together on the same team playing against other people, kind of like old school split screen. That was the case, but that's a different story. It's just a bummer. There's a lot of things that are, trapped on the Wii U now that, it is what it is. Same with the 3DS though. The 3DS I think is the bigger loss here because, you have Mario Kart 7, which is a fantastic Mario Kart game, one of my favorites. Animal Crossing just doesn't work online now on the 3DS. And then Pokemon, which Pokemon Bank will still work, but for how long is unknown, because eventually those services could just not function at all. We'll see what happens in the future, though. It's kind of a bummer, and it feels like all of this stuff is meant to just be forgotten and thrown away if Nintendo had their way. But I think with as many people like that there are that like playing retro games, there will be some kind of alternative to at least keep the online play working for some games, mostly like peer-to-peer games. I'm sure the Splatoon servers could be emulated some kind of way, but don't say that too loud before Nintendo's lawyers amp up their pens and cease and desist templates to send out. So yeah, just a reminder, that's a bit of a bummer. All right, let's move on. It's a new month. Happy April. With new months come Game Pass news. So we've got new games coming to Game Pass throughout April. We've got Kona, Lego 2K Drive, a little Gator game, which looks adorable. We've got Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, Botany Manor, PGA Tour, Road to the Masters, and Harold Halibut, which I don't know anything about that last one, like zero things about the last one. But some good gets this month. A lot of them coming to cloud and console, a couple of PCs in there too. The best thing about this, I think personally, the best games here are Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and I've been wanting to check out Lego 2K Drive. I'm not gonna be shy about that. It looked pretty cool. I think the way that 2K names their games is kind of weird because it's called Lego 2K Drive and it could have just been called Lego Racers. The IP already exists, but I guess 2K had to put their their logo in the name of the game. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, so these are there. Oh, there's also Super Hot Mind Control Delete, which I totally forgot. It's not in the graphic, available today. And then the ones in the image are all coming soon. And then No Man's Sky got a DLC. Final Fantasy 14 Online Starter Edition is free for Game Pass Ultimate members, which you should check out. And then we've got the games leaving: Amnesia Collection, Amnesia Rebirth, Back for Blood, Phantom Abyss, Research and Destroy, and Soma. Well, see you later, games. So that's it for our Game Pass update. All right, let's go to our PlayStation Plus update. So April's monthly games available to download: Immortals of Avium, which it's cool to see it getting a second chance at success here, hopefully through PlayStation Plus. Minecraft Legends and Skull, the Hero Slayer. I don't really know about this one. Minecraft Legends I didn't play. It just didn't look interesting, but I think it got its last update within the last few months, so you're getting like the most complete version of Minecraft Legends possible. It's neat to see it come to the PlayStation Plus collection. And so that's good. Pretty decent selection. You've also got the Overwatch 2 Mega Bundle exclusive to PlayStation Plus members, which includes some skins: Beekeeper Sigma, Art Deco Symmetra, Runner Sojourn, Punker Queen, Junker Queen, Construction Ramatra, Matsuri Kiriko, Cassia Lifeweaver, Amethyst Ilari, Ruby Malga, and 5 Battle Pass tier skips, which is cool. It's basically 5 Battle Pass levels just for free. So you should definitely go download that if you still enjoy Overwatch. And yep, that'll do it for the PlayStation Plus update. Let's move on to our next story. Here we go. Speaking of PlayStation, PS5 Pro Enhanced Requirements detailed. This is courtesy of Insider Gaming. Tom Henderson says, with the soon-to-be announced PS5 Pro expected to hit shelves later this year, Insider Gaming has learned of the developer requirements that need to be met to have the PS5 Pro Enhanced label. Internally, this is called the Trinity Enhanced label, but for the sake of SEO, we'll be referring to it as PS5 Pro Enhanced moving forward. So, if you guys remember when the PS4 Pro launched, some games had an enhanced tag on the box art or on the store to let you know that if you had a PS5 Pro, you got extra features, or PS4 Pro, excuse me, you had some extra features, better resolution, better frame rates, whatever that amounted to. But there was a baseline of requirements to get that tag, and here we have the PS5 Pro requirements. So let's see. For the PS5 Pro, PlayStation wants games to offer a PS5 Pro exclusive graphics mode that will combine PlayStation Super Resolution, I don't remember what all of the letters mean, but PSSR, to upscale the resolution to 4K, constant 60 FPS, add or increase ray tracing effects. So that's like a minimum, right? That's super cool. That means a 60 FPS base will be part of the PS5 Pro, which is great. I wonder how many first-party games are going to get a Pro enhanced patch or functionality or whatever that amounts to. That would be great. It doesn't seem like the PS5 has been out that long, but even then, we'll see. I'm actually tempted to wait to pick up a PS5 now to get the Pro, but only because it's, the Pro is going to be the best PlayStation you can get at the time. We'll see. Supposedly there's like a direct reveal thing coming out. I don't know when that is. Maybe soon. Maybe Summer Games Fest is when we'll hear more about it. But, well, let's look more at this article here. PlayStation goes on to continue that games may also be given PS5 Pro Enhanced label if they offer any of the following enhancements: increased target resolution for titles that run a fixed resolution on the standard console, increased target maximum resolution for titles that run at a variable resolution on the standard console, increased target frame rate for titles that target a fixed frame rate on the standard console, and inclusion of PS5 Pro ray tracing effects. So this is great. This is to take note that GTA 6 probably won't hit 60 FPS. It'll still run at 30 on the PS5 Pro. But that's from Digital Foundry doing their research and talking about the PS5 Pro's CPU, which is the same as the base system CPU, just clocked a little bit higher, at 10% higher. So that gives us some good insight on what to expect with the PS5 Pro enhanced games. I think the best thing to come out of it is the constant 60 FPS, and then using super resolution to get to 4K. This part here, this PSSR, is absolutely necessary to hit the constant 60 FPS, because as games have become more and more visually demanding, being able to scale up to 4K in a smooth way is much more efficient than rendering native 4K. Would we all like to see native 4K 60? Absolutely. But the budget for that, the resources budget on the system would be ridiculously high. We'd be paying a lot more for these systems. You're looking at paying like, Nvidia prices for just a console. And yeah, if we don't want that, we have to make compromises. The ease and convenience of having a console now comes with, obviously these limitations, but that's okay. I'm still looking forward to the official announcement for this, and I think the 60 FPS is going to go a long way to making games on the PS5 Pro much more appealing. And with that, we'll move on to some Xbox news. So this was over last week. Xputer has leaked the initial images of a diskless white Series X Xbox. Drawing from internal sources indicates Microsoft is developing a disc-free white version of the Xbox Series X. Report anticipates the launch of this fully digital console to occur between June and July, with a note that delays are possible. Sources also highlight this new console version will boast an enhanced heatsink and a superior Nexus card compared to its current model. So basically that means this isn't the Series X Pro or the new version. Remember the leak from a few months ago with the trash can looking cylindrical Series X? This is not that. This is like the 1 terabyte black Xbox Series S that launched. It is an improvement, but we don't know of all of the improvements. I would imagine this would come with a 2 terabyte internal storage instead of the 1 terabyte currently available. And that's the trade-off of having no disk drive. You absolutely have to have more storage space. And if they don't do that, that's stupid. So we'll take a look at these images. They're kind of wonky, low res, scaled weird, but it does look very weird not having a disk drive over here on the left side. And it retains the USB-A port, which again is not that redesigned Xbox that we saw previously. I still think that's going to come out eventually, but that's not this. And then the back panel is very similar. You've got, your ports pretty much arranged the same way. And then this is the back panel without anything plugged in. Again, very similar. You still got the storage expansion, HDMI, power, USBs, and Ethernet. So this is literally just a revision. So there's no like major enhancements. It's just a minor enhancement. It's just an option for people maybe that are all digital on Xbox. I know I'm very close to all digital, but I still have the Series X with the disc drive to be able to play my 360 and Xbox One titles that I bought a disc for. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's definitely cool. Now, will the Xbox Series X Enhanced Pro, whatever they call it, the next version that we saw the leaks and talks about last year when those FCC documents leaked, they didn't leak, they were mistakenly made public, which I guess is a leak, but it wasn't an intentional leak. It was an accidental leak. Anyway, let's not get into semantics here. It was shown that that Xbox that they showed in that presentation, that slide deck, was technically superior to the Series X. It had some GPU improvements, CPU improvements, added features for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, the new controller. Like, there was a bunch more with that, and a new form factor. This doesn't look like they are printing any new or molding any new chassis or casings or anything. They are just using the existing molds to make more Xbox Series X's just in white and no Blu-ray drive, which should drive the price down, but I feel like it'll cost the same with the 2 terabyte storage. So interesting, but let's go to our last story, because Microsoft just isn't done doing unusual things, right? Microsoft is courtesy of The Verge. Microsoft is working on an AI chatbot. Xbox employees have been testing a virtual chatbot that can help with support queries and game refunds. Now, it is my experience that AI chatbots that do customer support are cold, unfeeling, ruthless machines that will not hear you out and try to figure out your actual problem. So I already don't like what we're getting into here. Microsoft's currently testing new AI-powered chatbot that can be used to automate support tasks. Sources familiar with Microsoft's plans tell The Verge that the software giant has been testing an embodied AI character that animates when responding to Xbox support queries. He says, I understand this Xbox AI chatbot is part of a larger effort inside Microsoft to apply AI to its Xbox platform and services. Look, this is Microsoft. They bought OpenAI. They're going to leverage that in every feasible scenario. We're going to, and in some scenarios where it's not feasible, they're going to shoehorn it in anyway. The fact that they're doing this is concerning from the customer support side, because automated support means you don't need people doing those tasks, or you need less people staffed to handle requests and queries if the chatbot can handle the easy stuff, let's say. So it's weird, but it's not surprising, because this is what the AI future is. It's taking the menial tasks and automating them completely hands off. No human interaction required from the company side. So the article continues. The Xbox AI chatbot is connected to Microsoft support documents for the Xbox network and ecosystem, and can respond to questions and even process game refunds from Microsoft's support website. This agent can help you with your Xbox support questions. Reads a description of the Xbox chatbot internally at Microsoft, which these leaks happen so frequently. You think they would actually fire these people or keep a close watch on these things, but I don't even know. Microsoft expanded the testing pool for its Xbox chatbot more broadly in recent days, suggested that this prototype Xbox support virtual agent may one day handle support queries for all Xbox customers. Microsoft confirmed the existence of its chatbot to The Verge. And then they say, we're testing it. The prototype makes it easier and quicker for players to get help with support topics using natural language, taking information from existing Xbox support pages. He goes on to say, I'm told the chatbot is similar to what Microsoft encourages its own customers to build using Azure AI's bot service. So then let's go down a little bit, because it's just going over the just the functionality of the chatbot and how it's going to work and all of that. Zed, you're eating a lot. Take a drink. Oh, did you do a hydrate? Yeah, we can do that. Thanks, man. All right, so this is where I thought this was interesting. But during an Xbox all hands meeting earlier this year, Microsoft executives outlined an Xbox Everywhere vision that included AI innovation as part of that ambition. So they showed, or here's what, I haven't seen anything. I didn't see much on this, but they teased an ultra powerful next gen Xbox just days after that all hands meeting. I didn't see this. This is the first I'm seeing of this, which is weird, because I follow all the accounts that would normally talk about this, and I completely have just not, I don't know, maybe I was asleep for a few days and don't realize it. But anyway, Sarah Bond, Xbox president, promises the largest technical leap you will have ever seen in a hardware generation, and it will involve AI. And this is coming on the heels of the PS5 Pro rumors and stuff that we just talked about in the previous article, or the previous two articles. Anyway, so what is more interesting to me than the AI chatbot, because I don't really care. It might make some things easier. It might make some things more difficult. Now, I'm not gonna lie. If you guys have been on any customer support side of a store or website or service, dealing with the AI bot is more annoying than just talking to a person. We all know that. We've all been there. So maybe using GPT to back it and make it better, it may be better. I don't know. I don't know. But the ultra powerful Xbox is got my attention, because is it going to be the full next gen console, or is it going to be the Xbox Pro console that comes out mid-gen? Yeah, the mid-gen refresh, as it's called. I have no idea. I would like it to be made clear, again, Summer Game Fest, something else, I don't know. Maybe they do their own event. There's a lot of events being rumored. Once we get some dates, we'll, talk about those and react to those accordingly. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of interested in what Microsoft has up their sleeve at this point, because who knows? Who knows? For a while we were concerned with them getting out of the console business. Last week we were talking about the possibility of an actual Xbox handheld. And now here we are talking about a whole new console that's going to blow all of our minds and have AI and the biggest generational leap ever seen at a console level. I don't know. I want new hardware because I like stuff, but I'm not in a rush to pick it up. I've waited for a PS5. Now I'm going to get the Pro when it launches, more than likely, just because that's the best idea. So that's where I'm going to leave it. That's this week's game news show. Turns out it's not any shorter than last week's because I did talk a lot. But hey, I think it was a good episode. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube after the fact, thanks for checking out the video. Like and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, we're about to play some Pokemon Violet after I take a short break to catch my breath and refill my drink and do all the things I need to do. But anyway, thanks for watching. Go and play video games now. Bye.